Alright. I'm gonna hope. I don't know if this is working. Let me reload YouTube because I know I did this last night too. Okay. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. It's saying no data. I did this to me last night though, so. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if this is working because it's not showing up on my end. Okay, my channel. Oh, I guess it is working. So, it may look a little janky. I have to use Elgato's software in order to live stream. Because I cannot get OBS to work with my Elgato capture device. Like, it'll show up, like, visually, but there's no audio. So, and that's not gonna help. And I tried my best to tweak settings, could not get it to work. So, what am I gonna do in this challenge? Well, if you read the title, you can see that I am playing Pokemon Blue, and I am going to attempt to catch all 151 Pokemon in this one cartridge. I'm playing it on my Super Game Boy. So this is my legit copy of Blue version. I got this when I was a kid. In my video, that Machop challenge video, I used a I used a reproduction card of Red, and I didn't want to do that for this video. I wanted to play Blue version instead. So, in this one, I'm only allowed to use the Ditto trick to catch all the Pokemon. So yeah, it's a long trainer glitch, but I'm not gonna do the long trainer glitch in the beginning to get like level 100 Pokemon or anything like that. So it is gonna take me a while to do this, but I want to do this. This Super Game Boy is not modded, so this is a stock North American Game Boy, Super Game Boy. So what does that mean? Well, it plays a little faster than an actual Game Boy or the Game Boy player because it's using the clock speed of the CPU in the Super Nintendo, so the game is running a little faster than it would if it was playing on a Super Game Boy 2 or a modded Super Game Boy. Just keep that in mind. So this isn't going to be an accurate stream. It's just there for fun. And I don't know any speedrunning tricks or anything like that. This is just me using the glitches that I know that I've used for years to show you that you can catch all 151 Pokemon in one cartridge. And I know other people have done this, but I wanted to do this for the heck of it. So, normally I would start with Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur is my favorite starter. But to make it a little quicker, I'm going to go ahead and start with Squirtle, because Squirtle learns, it learns Bubble faster than Bulbasaur would learn Vine Whip. So we can beat Brock a lot easier. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm not even gonna look at his stats. We're just gonna get it. I'm not gonna reset to get a good Squirtle. We're not doing that. We're just doing this. We're gonna try to catch all 151 Pokemon, and he's picking my favorite starter, but that's fine. Charmander gets left behind. Sorry for the Charmander fans, but it's my least favorite. But anyway, that's not the point of this challenge. So let's see if I can beat my rival. Did not look at my Squirtle stats or anything like that. And like I said, the only glitch I'm allowed to use is the Ditto trick. So it's going to take me a while to get to the point where I can start using the trick. But we're still going to catch Pokemon along the way. And I know there's easier ways to do this, like quicker ways, like you can use the save abuse glitch to get, like, to max out your items, and you can use your items to use Ace, and then you can basically get a couple of Pokédex right then and there. But what's the fun in that? And I think we're actually going to lose against our rival. I should probably use Tail Whip. But if we lose against our rival, it's not a big deal. That's not the whole point of this challenge. The point of the challenge is we're going to catch all 151 Pokemon in one cartridge. Not like the devs intended, because you're supposed to trade with Red and Yellow version, but The game's broken. We all know this at this point. Now I know I'm starting the live. I'm live streaming at a different time. I just randomly decide to live stream. I get it, and because usually what I do is I usually stream at 7 o'clock. Also, I cannot see the chats. Give me one moment. Have that up just in case people want to talk. Buckle in because this will be a long stream. I can tell you that right now. Because I am playing on real hardware, so that means there's no speed, there's no frame skipping or anything. And it is a little faster, like I said, than if I was to play it on the Japanese Game Boy, Super Game Boy 2. I love that glitch. Only happens in red and blue, but... So it is a little faster than playing it on a Game Boy player. Also, I hear the hum. Sorry about the little hum. I probably shouldn't be using it, but I have a third-party adapter for my Super Nintendo. Because I do not have a legit adapter for my Super Nintendo. And yeah, I gotta save already on this. I was gonna do a poison type only challenge in blue version, but I decided not to do that. I scrapped that. I still have some footage of it, but that's never gonna happen. So, we don't have any Pokeballs, but we still need to go up some levels, so we're gonna fight wild Pokemon along the way. Also, Rattata. Not Rattata, it's Rattata. That is one of my pet peeves, and I still need to make a video. I was gonna make a video of my gaming pet peeves. That's one of my gaming pet peeves. I hate that people call it Rattata. It's Rattata. That's what they said in the original anime, and I'm going by that. I never will ever call it Rattata. That sounds stupid to me. Anyway, rant over. And now you already know one of my pet peeves, but whatever. And again, we're just gonna fight Pokemon. We can't catch anything right now. And I really don't know how this looks on your end because I'm playing this through OBS, so I'm using the viewfinder, the preview in OBS to play this because, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I cannot get OBS to work with my Elgato capture device. Like, it shows it has no sound, or on Linux, it doesn't work on Linux, so it has the sound, but it doesn't have video. And I went through the settings, I could not get it to work. Also, I tried to update OBS yesterday, and yeah, it failed, it didn't work, so I'm using an old version of OBS. That doesn't matter, though, because I even posted on the forums. I didn't go back on there, because I only posted it once and never posted back on there, and I still have that same problem. Also, unfortunately, this device does not work with the Sega Genesis, so I can't capture footage from my Genesis either, so... Jeez, this squirrel kind of sucks, doesn't it? But yeah, so this is how obviously this is what I didn't use this cartridge, obviously. I used my reproduction copy of Red for the Machop only challenge, but I guess I could use an emulator, but I don't know, it's more fun to use real hardware, especially be like, hey, look, you can do this in any version of Blue version. Doesn't matter if it's English, doesn't matter if it's Japanese, because I think the ditto trick pretty much works for everything. In every language copy, I believe. I gotta look at the Glitch City, or Glitch City Labs, or whatever. That's what it used to be called. I think it's called something else, like Glitch City Research Community or something. I miss the forums, so I don't really interact with the community anymore because I'm not a fan of Discord, to be honest with you. And I think it sucks that they got rid of their forums. Also, when I played through Red version, I had the audio muted, actually. So I didn't hear that buzzing sound. And I know I said I was going to stream over on Twitch, but that whole ordeal, as I was saying in my live stream yesterday, it just was too much of a nightmare. Couldn't get Wild Arms to load up the save file I had, and so I was like, well, never mind. We're going to play Mega Man Legends instead. And I should have just played Legends over on Twitch, but I didn't. Because now if I want to play over on Twitch, I just... So, the way I've got OBS set up, and the reason why I said I would have to, like, go on my Ubuntu installation, is because the way I have it set up, if I mess with it, it's gonna mess up my YouTube live streaming, you know. And I already got this, you know, already set up and everything. Obviously, I only have one follower over on Twitch because I don't really use Twitch. I just used it for contests and stuff. But other than that, I've never live streamed over there, so I don't have a follower count over there, really. But we can get some Pokeballs now. So let's go ahead and get some Pokeballs. And we're going to save it, because I do save it like crazy. Because if you're not aware of this. So, let's go ahead and catch ourselves some Pokemon, eh? Let's go catch our very first Pokemon, other than getting our starter, because, you know, that's a freebie. And I don't have any fancy overlays, so... So, Rattata. See if I can catch it. And I always find myself doing the trick where you press B and down, even though it doesn't work. I just remember being a kid and hearing that, oh, that works, and makes your Pokeball turn into a mouse ball. That was just a rumor. Makes me wonder how that started. You know what, I think it started in, like, a magazine. Alright, we caught our first Pokemon, not counting our starter. Rattata is our first Pokemon. Bites anything when it attacks small and very quick. It is a common sight in many places. We do not want to give it a nickname. I'm not going to give any of my Pokemon nicknames in this stream, so... Also, the way you can tell if you have a reproduction cart or a real cart, the reproduction cart pauses for a moment before you save. Because it's saying it's a flash memory rather than a save battery. Oh, look, another Rattata. This one's at level 3. Use Tail Whip. So yeah, that's another sign of if you've got a reproduction cart. There are other signs too, like, it's kind of obvious when you look at the artwork and it looks like it's stretched. Also, sometimes it'll just say game instead of Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy on it. Some of the reproduction carts say Nintendo Game Boy. Like my red version reproduction cart says that too. So I could kind of see why people would get tricked. But I looked at the label and it's pretty obvious it's a fake. Now with the Gen 3 reproduction carts, it's even easier because if the E for Everyone logo looks weird, it's a reproduction cart. And I think a lot of people don't understand that the E for Everyone logo does look different. Like, some of those reproduction carts, the E for Everyone logo looks like the E is stretched out. Alright, we got our second Pokemon, a Pidgey. So, that's the only Pokemon you'll find on this route, so we're gonna go ahead and leave this route. We're gonna save, leave the route. We're gonna heal our Squirtle, because Squirtle needs to be healed. I always do that. I probably don't need to, honestly, but I'm going to. So it says, how quick can you catch Pokemon? Well, this is me. I should have renamed that. Oh well. Because I know there's probably people out there that can do this a lot faster than me, because A, you know, they know the tricks, like the speedrunning tricks, to be able to do this. And B, I mean, yeah, you can use ACE, Arbitrary Code Execution, to basically get all the Pokemon that you want. And you keep doing that over and over again, and you can literally catch all Pokemon from your bedroom. But I don't want to do that. Plus, I've never actually set that up before. I haven't messed around with ACE much. It's a really cool glitch. an arbitrary code execution. Basically, you get to hack the game in itself. How cool is that, you know? You can basically make it do different weird scripts to where you can, like I said, catch any Pokemon you want, get any item, including glitch items. Including, you can even catch glitch Pokemon. I mean, you could do that with the ditto trick, too, but, and like I said, this is, I know it's called the ditto trick, trainer escape glitch. You can even use the trainer escape glitch before Brock to get level 100 Pokemon, like I said. But I'm not going to do that. Just don't want to do that. Because it's also, like, you have to be sure that your Pokemon's poisoned. You have to make sure that you run into the final bug catcher in the forest. And you have to make sure you do that in a specific pixel so he sees you and then you black out right before he sees you. Or after, you know, it takes more time to set that up. We got our third Pokemon now, the female Nidoran. So that's why I'm just saying the ditto trick. So the trainer escape glitch is the main glitch, but ditto trick is the extension of it. We used to call it the Mew trick, because when it was first discovered, people were like, oh, if you take on this guy that has the Slowpoke above Cerulean City, you can get yourself a Mew. And then eventually realized, oh, well, you know what, you can actually catch whatever Pokemon you want in the game. And I know we need to level up Squirtle, so I should probably be battling some of these wild Pokemon. Here's a Spearow. Let's see if we can catch it. Level 3 or 5, let's see. Level 5, okay. You can catch, there's a Spearow at level 3, and then this one at level 5. And if you're not aware of how the Pokemon games work, well, every route that has Pokemon have a specific number of Pokemon and what levels they're at, too, that you'll find them at. And fun fact, the reason why you can find glitches like Masigno and all that with the old man trick is because that's supposed to be counted as grass, that the island right there, you know, the Cinnabar Island. Also, we call it Spearow. They didn't really specify the type of Pokemon you're supposed to find in that patch of grass, quote unquote. So that's why it'll like have data to where you can run into glitch Pokemon, trainers, depending on your name, and or where you were last at. So like the route that you were last at will be saved, that Pokemon data gets saved into memory. So when you go to Cinnabar Island and you surf on the coast of Cinnabar Island, that's what I was trying to say, you will find Pokemon that you found, that you would find in another route, in the route that you were just in. So. Yeah, Spearow again. Oops. Now I know you can get a male Nidoran over here. And now that I think of it, maybe yellow version would have been a little bit better to use this, but it would have been like, I would have to catch a Mankey or and I would have to catch a Caterpie evolving into Butterfree, and then try to take on Brock doing that, but now I just realized, hopefully, with the live streams that be long, I probably should have deleted some videos off my computer, because I'm kind of running out of space. This is going to be a long video, so this is going to be a big video file. Oh boy. I am going to save it because I just healed and all that. So yeah, we're at 5 Pokemon now. That also means we can't get free Pokeballs from Professor Oak, but that's fine. Yeah, we need to level up a little bit here. Oh jeez. Got the 256 glitch. Tackle is supposed to be a 100% accurate move to where you never miss, but because it's the way that the game is programmed, it's not the case. You have a chance of missing. I don't think that was fixed till like Gen 4 or 3. Oh, come on. All these rats. Rattata. Because I believe Squirtle learns Bubble at level 8. And like I said, the reason why I picked Squirtle over Bulbasaur is because it learns, you know, a super effective move against Brock's Pokemon quicker than Bulbasaur does. Yep, because Bulbasaur learns Leech Seed at level, I want to say level 8. I can't remember. So, Squirtle is now level 8, which is great. I didn't mean to rhyme, but hey. Whatever. Our poor Bulbasaur's stats are crap, I guess. So we're gonna go back heal. So I know you get a male Nidoran on that route, but it's more rare in blue version as opposed to red version, so we gotta keep trying. Maybe I'll just come back. I could always catch one later too. So I do want to go to the forest. I want to catch some bugs. Because, of course, we all know that the bug Pokemon, they go up levels, like, they evolve pretty quickly. I don't know what, growth rate, level up rate, or whatever they're in, so... I don't know if it's fast, medium fast... I have no clue. Get this antidote. Which I found that out when I was older. I didn't know about that. As a kid, I was just clicking on things, and I'm like, what? We're not catching a Metapod. Because it'll take forever to level it up. But we can get 51 experience from taking down a Metapod at level 5, so... I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And all Metapod can do is Harden. And we took it down. So here, we can get Pikachu, get the bugs, and if it was yellow version, I can get Pidgeotto. I don't know what the cat would always say, eBay. But here's Caterpie. Let's see if I can try to catch it. Alright, Caterpie was caught. There we go. 6th Pokemon. Its short feet are tipped with the suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. Nah. We save it. Alright. I also made a video a long time ago showing that the save sound effects in red, blue, and yellow sound different. So like red and yellow, or red version has its own sound effects, and it's only in like dungeons. Blue and yellow have the same sound effect that plays, and then the Japanese version also has its own different sound effect too that plays. So I don't know why Game Freak decided to change that little thing. Change the sound effect, the save sound effect. Jeez. And fun fact, the reason why sound effects for the save sound effect sounds different when you're in a dungeon as opposed to the overworld is because the overworld has a different sound bank than the dungeons do. So it's fetching from a different sound bank, so it's fetching a different sound. Why they changed the sound between banks, I don't know why. Could be an oversight that they didn't realize that they did that, you know? It's not a glitch, it's just how the game was intended to be, like, that's how it's programmed. Because it's an 8-bit Game Boy Z80 game. 8-bit processors, they call on banks to get their data. So whenever they need to load in music, anything, like music code, artwork, sound effects, every piece of that game's, or what makes that game a game gets paged in. And depending on what it needs to do, I'll either decompress sprites, compress sprites, play different sounds, you know, tell the sound driver that this music's playing, so you need to make sure you're playing these notes at the right time, and all that, you know, all that geeky stuff. It'd be cool if I can port over like Sonic Chaos in the Game Boy, but I don't have that knowledge. Because going from one platform, just because they have like similar processors, doesn't mean it's easy, you know, because you gotta make sure that you can convert all the sprites and palette data to match whatever platform you're moving the game to. And in this case, the Game Gear has way more colors than the Game Boy does, so maybe Game Boy Color would be more fitting, but even then, I don't know how many colors the Game Boy Color can display at once. I don't know if it's as much or more. I think it's less than the Game Gear, but I'm not really sure. And I have no knowledge on how the sound drivers work, like the sound driver works for like the Game Boy. And music hacking in general goes over my head, so yeah, no. So I don't know why I'm training my other Pokemon, because I really don't need to do that at this point, because Squirtle already knows Bubble, so he could probably take down Brock. But I do need to catch me a Weedle, and I need to catch me a Pikachu here. And I do need to also evolve my Caterpie too, so I guess that could be another reason why I'm doing that. I bumped into a wall. And I guess we might as well make it over to Pewter. I'm not gonna take. Oh look, we got Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. Pikachu. Jesus. It's a level 3, but you know what? You know what? We're gonna try to catch it. And we're gonna switch it to Rattata. Definitely not Squirtle. Oh, we got the 256 glitch. Look at Fat Pikachu. I miss Fat Pikachu. He's a heckin' chonk. Alright, we got a Pikachu. Let's go. Got ourselves our 7th Pokemon. Alright, and we do want to get Pikachu out because we need to electric type. But for now, we will save it. We got 7th Pokemon. And I do know there's a way to get through the forest without encountering Pokemon. There's like certain tiles that you can walk on that don't have any Pokemon data assigned to them. But we want to catch all Pokemon, so we kind of want to run into Pokemon. I don't know why I use that on Caterpie, but here we are. So when I was a kid, this music creeped me out. Because I remember playing my Game Boy, and I had headphones on, and I'm like looking outside my grandma's window, and it was dark out, and it creeped me out. Also, this is the best trainer battles theme out of all the Pokemon games. You cannot tell me otherwise. And I'm talking about regular Pokemon training battle themes, not gym leader or rival or whatever. No, regular trainer battle theme. This is the best, hands down. No other regular trainer theme comes close. And they butchered it in Generation 2. I'm sorry, not sorry. They ruined this song in Gen 2 when you go to Kanto. It sounds goofy and it's not good. We lowered Weedle's speed, and we got a critical hit that time. And there we go, we beat this bug catcher. But yeah, you can get Pokemon level 100, like I said, but you have to make sure you black out against this guy, or right before this guy. And yeah, it's very finicky. You gotta time things right. It's a pain in the butt to do that on real hardware with no save states, so we're not gonna do it like that. I am gonna go to the Pokemon Center to heal, and we need to catch some more Pokemon because we missed out on Weedle. And once we get Weedle, I can continue on, because then I can just evolve the Caterpie into Metapod, into Butterfree, and the Weedle, into Kakuna, into Beedrill. So, Okay. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and deposit Rattata. I'm gonna get Pikachu out. Or actually, neither. Because I did miss out on mail, but we can always get it later. And unlike the other generations, you do have to go back to Nurse Joy to heal any Pokemon you get out of the box that have status effects and or if they're damaged, if they got any damage done to them. Because they didn't implement the box healing until Generation 2. Because I'm sure there's people who are going to be like, well, why did you go talk to Nurse Joy again after you're getting Pikachu out of the box? Because it's supposed to be healed. That's not the case with Generation 1. That mechanic, like I said, didn't come until Gen 2. And a lot of people, I think what it is, they get mixed up. And because they misremember, and they always think that the SS Anne has a place to where you can heal your Pokemon, but it doesn't. Not in Gen 1. And in the remakes in Fire Red, Leaf Green, yes. There is someone that can heal your Pokemon. Like, there's like, I think, well, not someone, but I think you get your own little room and you can rest up in that room. They added that. But in the original Generation 1 games, no. You would have to leave the SS Stand to heal your Pokemon. Oh, look at that. We ran into Pikachu again. Is that level 3? No, is that level 3? I was going to say, is that at level 5? We're just going to run away from it. Because we're looking for a Weedle. And once we catch a Weedle, I'm going to go ahead and take on the Light Years Junior Trainer in Brock's gym. And then probably take on Brock himself. I'm sure I need to go up some levels, but as long as Squirtle knows Bubble, might be okay. I don't know why I'm taking on this Caterpie. Try to get Caterpie up to level 6, I guess. Oh look, it had the 256 glitch, and then I did. What the heck? What the heck, RNG? You just rolled and did that twice. Ah, Gen 1. Gen 1 and your quirks. There we go. I knew it would go up to level 6. I didn't even look at his stats. I just knew it. I just knew it. Alright. So I'm gonna see if I can try to get a wheel. We don't. We need a Weedle. Weedle. I do that when I'm bored sometimes. I'll just sing along to a song. But yeah, this song creeped me out as a kid, but now it's one of my favorites in the game. I said weed on that Caterpie, dang it. I need the other worm. Give me the poisonous worm. We don't. Maybe by saying, scaring it off. I said, not Metapod, I said Weedle. Get out of here. We'll switch into Pikachu. Pretty sure, I can't remember if Thunder Shock is a special move or like a one that goes from the attacking stat. Oh, let's see. So I did that much damage. Okay, it's a special move, and I poison it, or paralyze it, poison. And see, if I had a Weedle, taking on these Caterpie and Metapod would be pretty easy with Poison Seed. For one of my first, challenge videos, I was going to try to play Pokemon Red just using a, Weedle. I gave up on that challenge. Because I think it's impossible. I believe they have to be at a very, very, very impossible high level in order to beat the game with a Weedle. And I want to say someone's done that, but he modded the game to where Weedle is at, over level 100. Oh, come on. Where are the Weedle gods? I know I can just use the ditto trick to catch it later. Which, you know what? I might just do that. Just to make it a little faster. I will need to get a list of special stats that I'm going to need to find specific Pokemon. So I'm going to heal. And I'm going to take on the Light Years Junior Trainer. And then attempt to take on Brock and see if I can beat him. We do. When I was a kid, I used to say, "We love Pokemon." I think it's rude if she's like, "We hope to see you again." So you hope to see my Pokemon injured? Like what? That's not cool, Nurse Joy. You want to see injured Pokemon? That's no. Now, I will say, going back to the remixes from this generation and Gen 2, the Gym Leader remix is, the chef's kiss. But the normal Trainer Battle remix is terrible, awful, blah, sucks. Sorry, not sorry. But here's the Junior Trainer, the Light Years Junior Trainer. And I used to say, diggity dig, whenever I hear Diglett's cry. Diglett dig, Diglett dig. Because I thought they said diggity dig. Lower its speed. Come on, lower its speed, yeah. Oh, still faster than us. Oh boy. Might need to switch Pokemon. Oh, it went to level 11. Bubble, bubble. Oh, not sand attack. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh man. Critical hit. Critical hit. Oh, not a critical hit. But it reloaded its speed, so. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, not again. Come on. How rude. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Ah, yes, there we go. Light years isn't time, it measures distance. Well, I am gonna save it because I beat the Light Years Junior Trainer. But our poor Squirtle almost got knocked out. But Squirrel went to level 11, so that's good. I need to buy some more Pokeballs. I do need to get some potions. And I also forgot, I guess, in my mind I was thinking, oh well, you're still playing a challenge, so you can't heal your Pokemon in battle. I was thinking that. I didn't really specify that, did I? Well, I went back to the Pokemon Center anyway. Alright. And I remember when I first played, because I actually got yellow before I got blue. And the copy of blue I'm playing is one I got when I was a little older. This isn't the one I got directly after I had to get rid of my yellow, because I got my yellow version from my best friend as a kid, and his mom thought I stole it. I think I mentioned this in my Super Mario RPG live stream at some point, but I didn't steal his game. He gave it to me. But his mom thought I stole it. So then I had to give that back, but I still kept the Game Boy so I could keep it. And then my Uncle Darren, out, if you're watching, probably not, but that's fine. He got me a copy of Blue version. At some point I traded it in, but I wanted Blue version again, so I got this again. And I want to say I got it from a local game store. I know he got me my copy originally from a local game store. It was called Slackers. The one out where I live is shut down though. They closed it. So this isn't that copy. Also, this sound effect reminds me of the coffee machine from McDonald's, because it has that beeping noise, or whatever the machine is that beeps, that beep-dee-dee-doo, you know. Oh, look at that, we beat him. That was so easy. See? Look at that. Squirrel's at level 13 now. We got the boulder badge. It's not a rock. It's a boulder badge. And we can use Flash outside of battle. Which is completely useless to me because I can get through the rock tunnel without it. All you gotta do is just look at the sides of the walls and you can make it through it. And it's funny because I had the strategy guide for Red and Blue as a kid. And it mentions that if you play this game on a Super Game Boy, you can see the... Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of freaking... well, actually, might have mentioned that too about Rock Tunnel, but it also mentions that for Koga's gem, because you know how he's got those quote-unquote invisible walls. I mean, I guess they're kind of hard to see on an original Game Boy, but I had a Game Boy Color playing this. And it's like, it mentions the Super Game Boy, like, if you play this game on the Super Game Boy, you can easily see the walls better. But I didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem seeing the walls. And, Koga's gem. And then, I remember showing off that, hey, look, you don't need Flash to get through Rock Tunnel as a kid. Alright, so this is probably where I need to start training my other Pokemon, like Pikachu. But I want a War Turtle. I feel like a kid again using my starter only, but I did use my other Pokemon a little bit, just not as much as I normally would. Oh, we lowered the speed. But it lowered our speed. But it failed. I tried to do it again, but it failed. Alright. And Squirtle will go to level 14, so 2 more levels it will evolve. But we really do need to use other Pokemon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into Pikachu and then switch back to Squirtle. I remember reading the strategy guide, and you know, it would say like, oh, you should switch out your Pokemon, you want your whole team to go up levels. Don't just raise one Pokemon. But you can kind of get away with raising just one Pokemon in Gen 1 because of how the mechanics work and how the AI is programmed and shit. Oh, I just cussed, sorry. But 42 minutes in, I think I'm good. Pikachu grew level 4. Because we need Pikachu for Misty's gem. So I can start technically doing the Ditto trick when we get to Misty's gem. I mean, I know I could have started that when I went to Feradian Forest, but it's easier to do that when you make it to Cerulean City, because then you can go up, defeat your rival, defeat the people on Nugget Bridge, and then you can catch an Abra that allows you to teleport away from long-range trainers. And then that's when you can start catching Pokemon that you normally can't get, you know, without having to trade or do an event, which is originally how Mew was distributed, because there was a Toys R Us event. But I don't think I had the game at that time anyway, so I didn't get into Pokemon until like 99, so like a year after this game came out. Because we moved out to where I live now in 98, late 98, and then prior to that, I was just watching Nickelodeon. I didn't watch Cartoon Network or really branch out. Also, I cosplayed as that guy one time. In 2018, I went to an event in Edwardsville, Illinois, and I cosplayed as this youngster. And I had a sign that my wife made, and it had that line, "Hi, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear." Because I normally wear shorts all the time. Except for, ironically, today I'm wearing sweats because it's like in the teens where I live. It was in single digits earlier. It might be in single digits again, actually. I love this time of year, though. I like the cold. I hate the heat. The heat sucks. I always say you can put more layers on. You can't take too many layers off. Ooh, again. Better. Poison Sting. That's no good. I guess we're at a speed tie, because Ekans went after me. Ah, butts. Oof. There we go. Use a potion now. I don't believe it! Believe it! I don't know. Is that how Naruto says it? Believe it! I barely watched Naruto, and ironically, when I was starting to get into it and watching it, I was watching it on my PS4, and it overheated. My PS4, my original PS4 that I got, overheated. So, I think that's another reason why the PS4 is like my least favorite PlayStation console. The other reason, I'm more into retro gaming. I guess you can kind of see that with my channel, because I play a lot of retro games. Are you a trainer? Let's fight! Because that's what trainers do. They fight. They don't battle. They changed that in later games, though. They changed it from fighting to battling. Because anytime I hear fighting, I feel like they're punching each other. I should probably switch Pokemon. Let's paralyze it. Keep using Strength Shot. That's fine. You're already faster than my Pikachu. Oh, butts. Listen to me. I need something else. Oh, good. We paralyzed it. Heck yeah. So we'll go first. Good, Pikachu. Yeah, you went to level 6. Let's go. Oh, Kakuna? Yeah, we'll keep Pikachu out. Harden. So, with, like, Pokemon solo challenges, it's a little easier just because you only have one Pokemon that you're worried about leveling up. But with stuff like this, I mean, you got other Pokemon you should worry about too. But, again, you can use one Pokemon if you really want. Oh, we paralyzed it. Okay. And it's fully paralyzed, but the only thing it knows is hardened, so it doesn't really matter. And we got a critical hit. And Pikachu grew to level 7. Let's go. My boy Pikachu's at level 7 now. Oof. I'm gonna switch into Squirtle, and then I believe the last Pokemon he has is a Metapod, so we can switch back if we want. Bubble. You know, I don't mind that back sprite of Squirtle. I think it's pretty nice. Also, if you're not aware, I'm pretty sure the back sprites in the Gen 1 games are actually based on the front sprites of Red and Green. And Squirtle grew to level 15. Heck yeah. And it learns Water Gun. Let's go. Metapod, Metapod. Switch it into a Metapod. So Pikachu, go. Go, Pikachu. Thunder Shock. Because it's not Thunderbolt yet. We don't have Thunderbolt yet. I do know I probably need to level up Pikachu because I'm going to be using them against, you know, what I got, Rival and Misty. And Pikachu, you're level 8. Let's go. Well, if you had new Pokemon, you might have won, but you don't have new Pokemon, so therefore you lost. Alright. So here, there is a Jigglypuff I'm going to try to catch before we continue on. I know I missed out on Weedle, but we're going to use glitches to catch the Weedle later on, so don't worry. I should have got myself a drink before I started the stream, oh well. Strength Shot. We can use Water Gun now. So it's funny. My brain was just thinking of We Didn't Start the Fire from Billy Joel. And I was thinking, Strength Shot, Water Gun. I don't know why. Just singing and we didn't start the fire. So that Watergate punk rock. Water gun punk rock. Come on out, Pikachu. It's your time to shine against the level 11 Metapod and only knows Harden. And you're faster than it, too. So that's good. That's my favorite part of this song. Nice. And Pikachu's at level 9. And it learned Thunder Wave. Let's go. Pretty sure it learns at level 6 in yellow version. So you get it at level 5. Because it's your your starter Pokemon. Alright, so we're going to try to find a Jigglypuff here. And we're not taking on that lady. And here's a Sparrow. Well, Pikachu can use Thundershock against him. No, Pidgey, but we can use Thundershock against it. Get some extra experience. Oh wow, it actually survived. But then it tried to use Sand Attack and failed, so. Nope. Pikachu's gonna run out of PP for Thundershock, so. But that extra experience is good. Nope, Pidgey. Dang, a level 7 again, so it's probably gonna survive unless we get a critical hit. Oof. Oh, there we go. Made it faint. And Pikachu grew to level 10. So I'm gonna definitely save it. And like I said, if I can't get this Jigglypuff within like the next couple of minutes, I could just use the Ditto trick to get it. And like I said, I'm gonna need to look up all the special stats of what I need, like what special stats I need to get certain Pokemon. Oh look! Speak of the devil, it is a Jigglypuff. And it looks like it just rolled out of bed in this for you. Oh, but we know about Gen 1 sleep. Oh boy. It's a nightmare. It keeps you insane. Wake up, Pikachu. Pokeball. Alright, we got Jigglypuff. We haven't had any Pokeballs break yet. We're lucky. It's a balloon. Nah. Its prototype name was Pudding. If anyone didn't know that. Alright. So we're gonna leave this route. We're gonna go over to the Pokemon Center before we enter Mount Moon. So I know we're, like I said, we're missing out on a Weedle, and of course all the bug type Pokemon's evolutions and stuff too. Missing out on those as well. That I can get at any moment now, but it is gonna take a bit to level them up. Be easier though once I get further into the game. And also, I don't know if I should be using, like, the missing no glitch. I think I will, just so I can get a bunch of Pokeballs and stuff, and rare candies. So I'm gonna do that, yeah. I still have to use the ditto trick to run into it, so. Alright, here's a Paris, which we do need a grass-type Pokemon. We need to catch it. Boom. Boom. Oof. Sorry, Sparrow. I had to sacrifice you. eBay. Alright, Pokeball, go! Oh, Paris was the first Pokemon that popped out of this Pokeball. All the other Pokemon I caught immediately. Alright, Paris was caught. There we go. It's a mushroom. Burrows to suck tree roots. The mushrooms on its back grown by drawing nutrients from the bug host. Paris. Alright, we got 10 Pokemon so far. Or 10. 9 Pokemon so far. I'm gonna switch out Pidgey for Paris. And we're not talking to the guy, and we're not getting Magikarp from him. We're just gonna fish to get it. Because it's a waste of 500 Pokedollars. Also, I like Sparrow better than Pidgey. Alright. So for now we got Paris. Oh yeah, it's not even a grass type. What am I talking about? It's a bug type. But whatever. We can use it for like HM purposes and stuff too. Let's say, when am I gonna run to a Zubat? Well, there we go. I need to catch it. Might make it faint though. This is my wife's favorite Pokemon. Not really, that was sarcastically. She does not like Zubat. Alright, Pokeball. Let's go. Got ourselves a Zubat. Alright, we're at 10 Pokemon now. Let's go. 10 Pokemon. It's not even an hour yet. Never even got our first badge. So you can catch a Geodude here, Thinking Onyx, and of course a Clefairy. Oh boy. Good Pikachu, you didn't hit yourself. And unfortunately, you do not get any, oh, butts. Hopefully he doesn't see me. Oh, look, Geodude! But, I was gonna say, you don't get any, repels here yet. I used to call them repels when I was a kid. We might make it faint. I do want to try to catch it. I'm gonna attempt to catch it. Alright, we got it. Cool. Okay, we got a Geodude now. Make that 11. And again, it hasn't even been an hour since I started streaming yet, so... Get away from that trainer. There's a rare candy down here and I want to get it. Zubat. I don't know why, but I always thought it was wearing a jacket when I was a kid. Like the sprite, it looks like he's wearing it's wearing a jacket or something. There's the rare candy. And an escape route. There's a trainer up here. Oh, I thought there was. Maybe I'm tripping. There isn't. There's her, but she's easy to avoid. I think there is another trainer down there. I just passed him up, though. I think there's another bug catcher. Or a youngster. So when I was a kid, I remember playing my blue version on my Game Boy Advance literally for the entire day. And I would see how fast I can make it to, like, how fast I can make it in the game. And I usually would always stop at Cinnabar Island. Or at least I did once, I know that, I remember. I played that game, I played it literally all day. And it was probably this exact copy, too, it had to have been. So I think I traded in the other one and I eventually got this. Actually, no, it was a different copy. Man, Zubat. So now we just need to catch a Clefairy, and I think you can get Onix here, I can't remember. But I got the Geodude. I was gonna go in there, I believe Mega Punch is in there, the the TM for Mega Punch. And we're gonna pick this up, this is a Moonstone. There'll be another Moonstone too that we can pick up in Mount Moon. So we need the Clefairy, and I don't think Onix is in here, I could be wrong. Let's get that away from that Paris. Of course, it's a Zubat. And Pikachu for level 11. Okay, we're gonna skip this dude. He's got Eradicate. At like level 16, I think. Might be misremembering, could be level 11. But I usually skip him. Ooh, we paralyzed it. I usually call Zubat to Buzz. There was a time where I was just naming all my Pokemon like their names backwards. So Zapdos is Sod Pass. I always get a kick out of that. Oh, look. It's Clefairy. We need it. Clefairy. Bleepy, pippy. Yeah. Bleepy. Ooh, he got a critical hit. Oof. Alright. I love it when the music goes. Alright, we got Clefairy. Let's go. No. So we're at 12 Pokemon now. Now, of course, I could have more now if I took the time to look for, you know, the Weedle and the Viridian Forest, but I gave up on that, so. heal Pikachu. And I'll heal Squirtle too. Alright. From this point on until I get to the rocket, I'm just gonna run away from the Pokemon. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Onyx is not in here. I think you can get it in Rock Tunnel. And I would always get Mount Moon and Rock Tunnel mixed up all the time. And I still do sometimes. I'm like, bro, you've been playing these games since you were a kid. You should know this by now. Yes. Alright. Oh, take one step, of course. And it's another Clefairy. The Pokedex says it's so rare. I ran into two. I love that. Got a rocket. Oof, got a critical hit. Do it, Squirtle. Just do it, Squirtle. Old Mew is old. Nice. And we'll switch back into Pichu. I'll use Thundershock. And he is supersonic, but... Oof. Oh, that's good. Heck yeah! Pikachu survived! Urgh, now I'm mad! Well, let's use a potion on the Pikachu, because we got one more trainer we need to take on before we leave the tunnel. I don't know why I said the tunnel. It's just Mount Moon. See, I'm still getting them mixed up. What the heck? Also, there's an item over here that I'm gonna get. Oh, Geodude, get out of here. I always thought Geodude looked funny in this game. He looks like an old 50s rocker dude. You know, with the slick, like, looking hair. You know, like the Elvis Presley grease hair. And he's like, I'm a cool dude. I'm a Geodude, you know. Alright. We're gonna take on the Super Nerd before we get our fossil. Guess what fossil I'm gonna get? Just wait and see. You're probably gonna guess wrong. I love Grimer's sprite. He's so happy and excited to be a Grimer. Like, hi everybody, I'm a Grimer. I'm so happy to be alive. I'm so thrilled. I'm a happy Grimer. I'm purple sludge. And I'm very happy. And Grimer's defeated. A Pikachu grows to level 12. Voltorb. I like how this dude has the slime and the mimic in Pokemon. And Voltorb looks so angry. He's one angry Pokeball. Because he's tired of being picked up by random trainers thinking that he's an item ball. And I don't know why he's saying he. Voltorb doesn't have a gender. No, well, some of the Pokemon do, but... And Squirtle goes to level 16. We're gonna have a War Turtle after this battle, boys. Let's go. Also, Coughing Sprite is wrong. It's upside down. They fixed that, obviously, in yellow. tackle you. I used to say that sometimes. Just to be goofy. Alright, guess what fossil I'm getting? Guess, you're probably gonna be wrong. And Squirtle's gonna evolve. Let's go. War Turtle. Definitely my favorite middle evolution of the Gen 1 starters. Can you guess? Of course we're getting Dome. We're getting Dome, baby. Helix is a false prophet. We don't worship Helix. At least I don't. My wife picks Helix. Nah, never. Dome for life, baby. I get Kabuto. I always get Kabuto. Besides, I'm gonna get both eventually. And yes, there's a Great Ball here if you didn't know. Isn't it great? There's a Great Ball there. So here you can catch a Sandshrew. I'm not picking that up. That is either Whirlwind or it's Thunder Wave. But here you can get a Sandshrew. So I'm going to go ahead and save it and try to find Sandshrew. And we got 13 Pokemon, which is my favorite number. And the time in game is 1 hour and 11 minutes. 111. 111. I don't know how quick it'll be until we find Sandshrew. Oh yeah, also yeah, Red and Blue has that glitch to where the sound effect distorts the Pokemon's cry. You know what, before I do that, I'm gonna heal. Or actually, no, we're gonna switch Pokemon. Not Paris, we're gonna put War Turtle up first. Just in case we can't run away, but I mean, War Turtle is a middle evolution, so yeah, it's gonna have more speed than a Pikachu would, right? Alright. Oh, rats! Also, War Turtle's design was supposed to be like for a completely different evolutionary line. Which is interesting to think about. Sparrow. Sparrow looks so smug in this generation. It's like, I'm Sparrow, what are you gonna do about it? Sandshrew, let's see. Dang it, no, it's a Sparrow again. I remember being a kid, and we had like a writing assignment, and I remember spelling Sparrow like it's spelt in this game. I didn't know there was a difference when I was a kid. There we go, there's the Sandshrew, our boy Sandshrew. I hope I don't make it faint. I'm gonna tackle it. Scratch. Pokeball. Alright, let's go. We got our 14th Pokemon. A mouse. Nope, no nicknames, because I'll feel like it. Alright, so now we'll go over to the Pokemon Center to heal. And get some potions, I guess. And then attempt to take on my rival. Don't know how this is gonna work, but... or how this is gonna play out, I should say. Let's see. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat him the first time around. I might need to grind a little bit more. This is actually the first time I take on my rival since Professor Oak's lab, because I didn't bother to take on him in that route where you can find both the Nidorans. Before I do that, I'm gonna pick up a rare candy that's out here. I always do. It's a tradition. And I overstepped, so there it is. Got the rare candy. I remember finding that out too as a kid, on my own at least. No, I found the antidote when I was older. I said I was gonna pick up potions. Yeah, I'll pick up some potions. And you know, the removing Snorlax glitch, you can do that here to remove the guard. You can also do that to remove the guard in front of Cerulean Cave, or Unknown Dungeon as it's called in the old strategy guides. And I did that once when I was a kid, and I didn't realize it, and I'm like, wait, where's the guard? Because I was messing around with glitches, and yeah, you can remove just NPC sprites in the overworld. Not just Snorlax, other ones, it can randomly happen to you. I don't know if it's in the same way that you would do it to get Snorlax to disappear. That was actually one of my earlier videos too. I uploaded 15 years ago. So he's gonna start with his Pidgeotto. So we're gonna put Pikachu up front. I am gonna save it again just cause. Let's see if I can beat him. Take on our rival. Yes, I named him Shadow. That's perfect. I'm a Sonic fan. My channel name is Sonic1011. Sonic's current rival is Shadow the Hedgehog, so it's perfect. I guess I could have named, well, Knuckles fit. I don't know. That sounds wrong out of context. Gust. Eek. Well, I guess we're using War Turtle after all. Oh boy. That did 10 damage. Oof. We might need to come back and grind a little. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I probably need to come back and grind. I'm debating on if I'm going to use items in battle other than Pokeballs. I mean, I guess I could do that. I'm just trying to catch all 151 Pokemon in one cartridge. I'm just going to do that. Sorry, Paris. Doom. You know, I miss when the low health jingle, it was actually a jingle, not just beeping noises, and they just got rid of that. But I love that in Gen 5. I thought that was so cool that they turned it into like a little song. I grew to level 17 after that. So we're gonna switch to Spearow because Abra only knows Teleport, and I want Spearow to go up some levels because I can use that against his Bulbasaur. Because he still has a Bulbasaur, not an Ivysaur yet. So this is gonna take a little bit, but it'll be worth it because Abra can't do any damage to us. Because unlike Sabrina's Abra in Yellow version that knows Teleport and Flash, his only knows Teleport. He just freshly caught this Abra. Also, Abra, is it a fox or a cat? I think it's a fox. But it's defeated now, so... Also, I don't think Spearow is gonna survive against, Bulbasaur. Should've kept it out just to heal. Yeah, healing always takes priority, so it's fine. War Turtle has good defense as a turtle, so... Ooh, Hyper Fang. Oh no, we're gonna lose. I got a critical hit. Well, this will be our first reset in this live stream. Oh boy, that's overkill, dude. Do I would take the L and get the money, or lose money? Nah. I'm resetting. Alright, well, Rival's a no-go right now. I'm gonna have to grind a little bit, so... I just need to grind just a tiny bit. I kind of wish I saved it inside the tunnel, in Mount Moon. That's not Rock Tunnel. I don't know why I still do this. It's like, Bro. Or actually, I guess... How long... Let's see. How long is it going to take for a squirrel? A war turtle to go up a level? 252? I'm gonna go for it again. Forget it. We're just not at Bulbs... Or... Sorry. Pikachu up front. We're gonna try this again with War Turtle up front. Alright. Also, I don't know if you ever noticed, but the little animation changes between when you go to battle trainer. The little swirl. It changes depends on how fast your Pokemon are. So it changed there. Or what level, I think, maybe. Oh boy. Ugh. Alright, did a lot of damage. I think Bubble has worse attack than Water Gun. Oh boy. Too bad Gust isn't a flying type move in Gen 1, that would be nice. Because it would do less damage against Pikachu. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to grind. I'm resetting again. Dang it. I knew I should have grinded a little bit. I don't know, I'm determined. I'm determined. I'm stubborn and determined to beat him without grinding. Because if I can make it past him and make it past the Nugget Bridge, then I could start randomly catching random Pokemon. You know, I could do the trick. Use Water Gun instead. So that does a little bit more. Tail Whip. Water Gun. I need to switch Pokemon. Or heal. I'll switch to pairs. I don't know why. We're just gonna do that. Pokeball. You know, it hasn't used Sand Attack yet, which is weird. Super weird. There we go. Pidgeotto's defeated. Yeah, Abracadabra. Alakazam. Oh. I was gonna sing Lady Gaga's Abracadabra, but probably should stop singing random music. Also, we're gonna heal War Turtle. We're gonna peck it. This is immature, but there's a certain name I name Abra all the time. I put a space in between the A and the BRA. So it says a bra. I'm immature. Abra's defeated. Try to paralyze it. Oh boy, I got a text. I'm gonna have to look at that later. So sorry about that sound effect. I have my phone linked to my computer. Also, you did good, Pikachu. You did good. Heck yeah. And you're level 17. And he's gonna use Bulbasaur. My boy Bulbasaur, my favorite starter, but decided not to get Bulbasaur in this run. Bulba boy. Here's a critical hit. I got a critical hit again. Ooh, we were seeded. Okay, that's fine. You did good, Sparrow. You did good. Jeez. Ah, you use HC. That's fine, because we're gonna win. We won. See, my stubbornness worked. Paid off. Alright. Yeah, Bill. Alright. I think it's so odd that he says smell you later. Like, bro. That's nasty. I never once said that to my friends as a kid. You know, oh, smell you later. I swear that's gotta be a translation error. But no one ever questions that, you know? It's just ingrained in our minds. The people that played this when we were kids. It's like, okay, our rival, he says, smell you later. And people call him Gary because of the anime, but that's blue. Or if we're talking about the Japanese versions, his name is Green. Alright, so, I don't know. Time to take on Nugget Bridge, and then we can actually truly start messing around with the trainer escape glitch after we get a Abra. Think you got what it takes? I know I got what it takes to take you all down. Mr. Bugcatcher. Nameless Bugcatcher, because none of these trainers have names in this gen. They're all nameless trainers. Funny thing is, if you ever look on the back of the box of the game, or in the manual, I think it's the manual, it still has like this prototype text that says, because I think they put the word "the" in front of the trainers. So it shows the player taking on Brock, and it says "the Brock wants to fight." Because they were doing that for the normal trainers. Now, I don't have the box and manual. I never had the box and manuals for my Gen 1 Pokemon games. I used to have them for my Crystal version, but then I traded that in with the box and manual, and I wish I never did that. So all my copies, except for up to Diamond version, oh geez, Sparrow's playing. I have, just like loose copies. So I have a complete Diamond version. I'd have a loose copy of Platinum, though. And this is a loose copy of Blue. Good job, Sparrow. Good Sparrow. Alright. Gotta heal it, though. I don't want to go back to the Pokemon Center yet. This is the last, I'm pretty sure. Or is it a junior turn? No, last. Pidgey, right? Yep, Pidgey. Could use Pikachu. But for now, I'm just gonna use Wartortle. So I think she's got a female Nidoran after this. Oh, butts. Oh, butts. Oh, no, not Sand Attack. I don't know why my rival didn't use Sand Attack. Whatever. Heck yeah. Yep, she's got a female Neater and... See, if I had Butterfree right now, it would be perfect. Use Psychic against it. Although I should probably switch, because the Pidgey used, Sand Attack, too. Sand Attack against War Swirl. Excuse me. Oof. Didn't do a lot of damage to it. Oh, but we paralyzed it. That's good. Oh, good. Fully paralyzed. How could you lose? Well, it's because you had weak Pokemon. I don't know. I say that, and yet I beat my rival and I have weak Pokemon. Sure, I'm gonna use Potion. I usually like the bass or the melody. God, I love this song. Oh, the 8-bit goodness. He's got Rattata first. Bing, bing. Alright, Wart Turtle, come back out. Forgot using Youngster, not a bug catcher. To be fair, their sprites all look the same in the overworld. I can see it, but great if I had Butterfree now. Butterfree! Because then I can use Psychic. Or not Psychic, but Confusion. Oh, it's Psychic this early. Jeez. Alright, Pikachu. Now's your time to shine. Well, one second, I'm gonna mute my... Sorry about that. I muted my mic. It's unmuted now. Of course, you can hear me now. I just need to get a drink. I forgot to get a drink. I got me some water. Alright. And yeah, you're gonna see me save a bunch, because I have this thing where I gotta save a bunch. I just gotta do that. So, I'm pretty sure she's the one that's got all the Pidgeys. So we're gonna switch to Pikachu. I'm number 4, getting tired. No, I am awake. I am not tired. Although I keep yawning, so maybe I am tired. I don't know. Oh, I just call this Sunday streaming. So it's streaming Saturdays. Oh, yeah, she's like the other one. She's a copycat, just her at higher levels. But when I first played Blue version, I did start with Squirtle. Sometimes, very rarely, I'll start with Charmander. I usually start with Bulbasaur. Alright, and he's got a Mankey. Which again, Butterfree would have been great for. Butterfree! Looks like Mankey. That's Mankey. Ooh, I got a critical hit. Oh boy. I knew it was gonna faint. You did good, Pikachu. You did good. Do it, Spearow. Oh, karate chop. Oh, I got a critical hit. That's not good. I mean, it's a high critical hit ratio, so makes sense, I suppose. Karate chop. Mankey's sprite looks terrible in this generation. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and heal. Because our poor boy Pikachu. Actually, you know what? I can use a red candy. I've got 2. I'm just gonna do that. Because it revives it. You can do that in Gen 1 only. Use my last potion on it. Why? I don't know. Alright, let's save it. We're gonna take on this Rocky. And then heal. And then I'm gonna attempt. We're gonna start messing around with a glitch. After we get an Abra. We need to catch an Abra. I can't forget that. Also, fun fact. It plays a different jingle when you get the Nugget in Yellow version. It plays the jingle that, like, not the one when you find a hidden item. Not this one, but the other one. Not da 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 da. It doesn't play da 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 da. I forget what it plays. It plays a different jingle. Alright, we're gonna switch Pokemon. Also, it took me until I was an adult to realize that Ekans is snake backwards. And that freaking Arbok is Cobra backwards. With a K, of course. If you spell Cobra with a K. Also, here's the most broken move in the entire game. Alright, now I'll switch back to Pikachu. So to this, I need to try to catch an Abra, so then I can start teleporting away from the long-range trainers. I'm just gonna have to run into the trainer, or fly away from the trainers, take on trainers, and then whatever their Pokemon's, like, their last Pokemon's special stat is gonna determine what Pokemon we run into. Because I can't get to Ditto yet. Also, I just realized I'm glad I picked Blue over Yellow, because you can only get Ditto in the Burned Mansion or whatever. I know it's called Pokemon Mansion later on, but I go with the names there and the strategy guides and stuff. But you can only get it in that one location in Yellow version, and only in the basement floor, so it takes longer to find Ditto. Whereas opposed to in Blue and Red, you can get it in 2 different areas. You can get it in Cerulean Cave, aka Unknown Dungeon, use old games, or you can get it on a route that's outside of Fuchsia. So, there's 2 different places. So I'm glad I went with Blue. I don't know why I was thinking Yellow would be faster. I think because you can get all 3 of the starters without having to do glitches inside the game, but... Alright. So we need some Pokeballs. We need to get some more Pokeballs. Need to possibly get more healing items. Some Pokeballs. Some more potions. And that should be good for now. And I know soon I could get Great Balls and, you know, better healing items, but whatever. So, next Pokemon on your list we need to try to catch is an Abra. And then Bellsprout's also over here as well, in the grass, from the long-range trainer that we can escape from. But we need to catch the Abra first. And of course up here, you know, Yellow version, you talk to the guy to get Charmander here, but this is Blue version. So I think Abra's in this patch of grass up here. I don't think it's any other route where you can find the Bellsprout. Oh, well, look, it is Bellsprout. Bellsprout's up here too, so we do need a Bellsprout. Let's see if I can catch it. So you need to be careful. Also, in Gym 1, if your Pokemon's on the wrap, you can switch to a different Pokemon. Obviously, they change that in later games. Well, that could be deadly later on. Alright, let's try to catch this Bellsprout. Alright, Bellsprout was caught! And we can actually use Bellsprout instead of Pikachu for, Misty, so we're actually gonna do that. Nope. So sorry, Pikachu, you're going back in the box. And now we're at 15! But I'm gonna try to catch an Abra before I do that. Cause that'd be quicker. Or, what am I saying? I'll be quicker. I won't have it in my party, but I do want to catch one. So I'm going to catch the Abra. And we're going to switch out Pikachu for Bellsprout. Or maybe I'll switch out Rattata for the Bellsprout, or Paris for the Bellsprout, actually. I'll keep Pikachu in my party. I'll just use Bellsprout against Misty. So I do want to get it out before I take on Misty, because there are some trainers I would like to use it against. So I could go up some levels, possibly. Alright. I think you can catch it now. Let's look at the Pokedex. Yep, you can get it here, and you can get in that grass that's over by the dude where you can escape from. So I'm just gonna run away from anything else that isn't an Abra. Or we're just gonna throw a Pokeball at the Abra right away. Oh, Kakuna. We don't have Kakuna. But again, I'm not gonna bother. Forgot you can get that up here. And, you know what, I guess I'll catch this Weedle. Since I don't have the Weedle yet, I'm just gonna go ahead and catch it now. Screw it. I'm gonna catch it at some point. Alright, we got the Weedle. Could have had it sooner, but we didn't. That's fine. So we have 16 Pokemon. In-game time, an hour and 39 minutes, because I already said a couple of times. Real life, according to OBS, it's been an hour and 45 minutes, so I've been in live stream for almost 2 now. Okay. Running away from the Metapod. And bounce back. Bounce around. Alright. Might just try the other grass here in a little bit. Bounce sprout. Ever. Nah, come on, it's Caterpie. Maybe I should start singing Lady Gaga. Come on. Abracadabra, abracadabra, are you Abra? No, it's Pidgey. Now run away from it. Abra? Cadabra? No. I'm gonna try one more time in this grass and I'm just gonna move over to the other grass. I know there's a way to manipulate RNG to figure out what Pokemon you can find, but I don't know that. Alright, we're gonna move over to the other patch of grass, because I need an Abra. But I also need to be careful not to run into the trainer that's down there. So, oh, wait, over here, because he's over there. I do need to be careful. Dang it. Caterpie. Might be stuck on getting Abra for a bit. Abra! I'm gonna throw a Pokeball at it. Aw, butts. Was not lucky. Well, butts. eBay. I know, if I knew actually like strats and stuff, I can manipulate the RNG to find an Abra. Bellsprout. Heck, at this rate, it might be just quicker just go through this and then get Fly. Because technically the earliest you can do this trick is for Radiant Forest, but it takes a long time to get it right, because you gotta make sure that you run into a Pokemon, and you just gotta do things, and it takes too long. I don't know, it's a lot more difficult than just trying to get an Abra. But at this rate, I might just continue the game and just, you know, wait until we get Fly. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to mute the mic for a second. Also, I'm tempted to give up on the Abra thing. And maybe just wait until I can get Fly just to do the trick. I'm gonna try it one more time. Let's see. Nope, no Abra. I ran into it twice, but it teleported away, so I just couldn't catch it, because I threw a Pokeball at it immediately. There we go, here it is again. Let's see if we can catch it this time. If I can't, well, I guess I'll just wait until I get Fly. Yeah, I'm about to wait until I get Fly. It's taking too long. RNG's not on my side right now, so we're just gonna continue the game. Because I'm also wasting Pokeballs. So I'm just gonna wait until I can get Fly. I'll take this guy on. Although I should have took on the other guy because I think he's got more rock type. Yeah, because he's got Chop. Which I did a challenge, a solo challenge with only Machop and Redfern on my channel. It's a difficult challenge too. I was mainly using attacking moves and stuff. Actually, I'm gonna go get my Bell Sprout too. I forgot to do that. And Wartortle will grow to level 20. You worked hard. I'm a creepy hiker. Oh, look who it is again. Abracadabra, abracadabra. There we go, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. Singing Lady Gaga worked. It worked this time. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Save that. I'm gonna go get the Abra. I'm gonna get the Bellsprout as well. And we can finally catch some random Pokemon. Let's go. I do know there are some trainers in Misty's Gym, I believe, that you can take on to encounter Missingno. And I do want to do that so I can get some Pokeballs. Because I am going to do that trick too, because I'm not allowed to do Ace. I'm going to do the trainer escape glitch. And you can use that to get Missingno to appear. And of course, you can duplicate your items. Oh, I almost forgot to get the Pokeball. Pokemon. Alright. Get the Abra. And Bellsprout. Bellsprout. I always laugh at this cry. It's like, Banner. Bellsprout. Also, I'm not really a fan of Mega Victory Bell's design. Just throwing that out there. I know a lot of people like it. I'm not a fan of it. Not really a fan. So, if you don't know what the trainer escape glitch is, I'm about to show you live. So, basically, you're going to want to save your game in front of the trainer, not directly in front. Just in case if you mess up. You're gonna go down, pause it immediately, and you're gonna teleport, warp to the last Pokemon Center. He's gonna see you, but then you're gonna escape from him. Hence the trainer escape glitch. We called it, I think, we used to call it different things like fly escape and stuff like that, but don't need to fly away, you can teleport. And or blackout. So basically now what we need to do is run into a trainer. So let me see. I can't pause the game, of course. If we run into that guy up there, it will be Mew. I also should have messed around with my items. I do know there's a way to use the PC to save the game while you're in this state. So let me go do that, because I forgot to mess around with my items. So essentially here, you can change a box. It'll save it, you can reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, Moonstone, we don't want that. So, basically now I'd reset the game. I believe the glitch is still in effect. I might have messed that up. I haven't done that in a while like that. I usually just fly or teleport and then do the glitch. Should have done this before. Or actually... make sure. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I believe if we take on one of the trainers in Misty's gym, I can run into Misty Gnome. So let me go do that real quick. Don't want to return to the route yet. I want to take on a trainer. But I think if you take this guy on, his Horsey or Shelter, or whatever Pokemon he has last, I think has a stat to run into Misty Gnome. Horsey. So good to have Pikachu here. This is part poison type. This bubble. That's fine. Whatever, we don't worry about that. Although it lowered our speed, that kind of sucks. This Pikachu's slower. And then Shelter. I like how it's blepping. The blepping Shelter. Oh, we paralyzed it. Just withdraw. That's fine. You do that. Withdraw into your shell. And Pikachu, you're level 15. Alright, so now we go back up to the route, and I don't know, I think it might be missing out, I could be misremembering. I should have looked up that list of different Pokemon, like what special stats they are, which special stat you need, but... And then look, now we're gonna get into a wild Pokemon battle. No, that was Mew. That's right. That's the other trainer you can use to get Mew. I knew that trainer gave you something special. But the trainer with the Slowpoke on this route also can give you Mew. So I could try to catch it, but... we missed the Pokemon. So I might actually look that up. Because I don't think we could take on the other trainer. I'm just gonna run away from the Mew. Because I was wrong. And I thought that was the trainer, but yeah, that's what it was. You can get the other Mew. Let me check something real quick. I need to see which trainer, if there's any trainers here that can give you Misty Gnome. Should have done this beforehand. Let's see. God damn. I put City Wiki. Blah 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 blah. Well, I guess I won't be able to look that up. Yeah, I should have done this sooner. Keyboard. There we go. Guide. I don't remember. So I guess we're just gonna mess around with the glitch, but at least the Pokeballs are in the 6th item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know that Slowpoke guy, the trainer that has the Slowpoke, he does give you the other Mew, so we're just gonna not fight him. But I can't remember exactly what because I remember there are Chandlers in the Pokemon Tower that can give you the Messino, like you'll encounter Messino that way. So, but I don't remember exactly what trainers allow you to run into Messino. So we're gonna try that again because I need to get more Pokeballs. This is the easiest way. We're gonna teleport. I'm pretty sure we can't beat or battle trainer in front of Misty yet. This is also a way to make the NPCs disappear. I've done that before. Which is hilarious. So we don't need to fight. We don't want to fight him. So he can give us. It has to be a trainer that can walk up to us. Might just need to wait. So I know for a fact that I can get Messino. Definitely have the wrong Pokemon up front. That's like rap. Which is annoying. Oh jeez. So it reminds me of McDonald's. Heck yeah. Or something. So now we're gonna go back to this route and see what we run into. Because I don't remember. Oh, it's Cubo. Essentially, I'm eventually gonna use this glitch to catch Pokemon, but... I can't remember who gives me this, Sorry, Cubone. So we're just gonna continue. I don't know why I wasted my time with trying to get the, Abra, but oh well. Because there's a list to tell you what special stats, what special stat you need to encounter a specific Pokemon. That's for the ditto trick. We can't do that yet. Not until we get there. Because I'm not really sure which trainers give you Messino yet. So I tried to look it up, but it just has the list of, like, special stats. But I know for a fact, when you get to a Pokemon Tower, pretty much all the gas laser have the special stats that run and allow you to encounter Messino. Excuse me. Should have planned the stream out a little bit better, but that's fine. And here you can take on both of these trainers to get, I'll just say that's, Seismic Toss up there. So you don't even need to get cut yet to get up there. Keep forgetting to switch Pokemon around. Bounce, bounce. So, up to this point, I think I'm just going to keep playing the game normally. We're not going to mess around with the training escape glitch yet. Not again, at least. Until I know for a fact I know what trainers will give me Messino. I said Psychic Pokemon. I mean, I ran into Mew, but I wasn't going to catch it. Yeah, at least. Well, Spearow's gonna faint, yep. You did your best, that's okay. Rest easy, Spearow. Oh goodness. Those perhaps to get some more experience. Heck yeah. You got me. But I don't want to get Seismic Toss. She's got Oddish. Gonna use Wood Turtle. Yep. Friend has cute Pokemon, eh? Cool. Annie. Yeah. Don't really have anything against grass for grass type Pokemon. My Spearow fainted. Keeps using absorb. It's like a paper towel. Oddish the paper towel. Pidgey. So Pikachu, do your stuff. Work your magic, Pikachu. Oh, butts, not sand attack. Oh, good. So I can use that against the Oddish. Annie. Fortunately, though, I might need to switch Pokemon because sand attack against my Pikachu that Pidgey did. Oh, come on! Yeah, I'm gonna switch Pokemon. I'm gonna use Bellsprout. Burn. Burn. Bellsprout looks so sad. Oddish looks so happy. Please, Rat. Broken Rat. Oh, I only did it twice. Man. Oh, I did it twice again. What the heck? Oh, I did it twice again. What the heck? I can get rap luck. There we go. Get this ether that I did not know was there until I watched Scott's thoughts. Save it. Now this part here in yellow version is hilarious, Pikachu. Also, if you go on my channel, I do have a video of a ROM hack I was working on, and I was gonna make the premise where all the that NPCs randomly started turning into Pokemon, and you had to get to the point of who was doing it. It was Team Rocket. Or actually, because Team Rocket got a hold of Bill's machine, that was what the story was gonna be. And he'd have to go through and try to stop them from changing people into Pokemon. I got an SS ticket for the SSN. Can't stand fancy dudes. Okay, Bill. And guess what? Since I have Abra, which I usually don't get at this point, I can just teleport. So it makes it a little faster. I usually don't catch Abra. I usually rely on Fly to get me where I need to go. So we're going to take on Misty before we take on Lieutenant Surge. LT Surge. I know I called him LT Surge when I was a kid. I didn't realize that his name was Lieutenant Surge. You know, he says it in the anime, but... Okay. Pikachu, you're going up front. She's got a Goldeen. Oh, maybe she can make me run into this thing. Oh well. Whatever. At this point, I'm just gonna wait until I can get Fly, and I know exactly what trainers will give me Messina. Goldeen. And we defeated her. You overwhelmed me. Alright. Pokedex is 17. We're gonna take on Misty now. Misty time. Misty. Go Pikachu. Da, 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 da. Let's quick attack. A critical hit that time. Nice. Pikachu went to level 17. Boom. Oof. I might need to switch back to Pikachu. She'll probably use X defend next turn. Nope, she's tackling. Oh, I got a critical hit. Pikachu. Oh, that time she uses it. Okay. Oh, blitz. Alright, War Turtle. Do your thing. Are you kidding me? The 256 glitch? Come on. Oh, good. I got a critical hit. Alright, defeated Misty. So that means now we can use Fly when we get it. Also, listen to this. Hold on. There are only a few gym leaders in the game. When you get their badge, it goes that sound effect plays. That sound effect. I wonder if that was going to be a thing in all when you get all the badges, but a glitch or an oversight prevents it from happening. Also, we got Bubble Beam, so we can get rid of Bubble. Alright, so now we got the second badge. That means when we get Fly, we can fly to places we've been to. So we heal, and we're gonna head down to Vermilion City. Where Lieutenant Surge is, and I want to catch some Pokemon along the way, and definitely want to catch a Diglett. I might teach Dig to War Turtle. I usually save Dig, because I usually catch a Diglett, you know. Alright, he's got a Drowsy. Yeah, let's keep Pikachu up front. But yeah, we got the TM for Dig here. Oh yeah, Machop and Drowsy. Switch Pokemon. Burner. Nice. Well. Jeez. Yeah, I forgot to cheat Bubble Beam to War Turtle. So I gotta use Water Gun. Always think of a banana split. When I see Drowsy. Yeah, it's got that color scheme. It's got the chocolate on the bottom and the banana on top. Okay. Here we go. Look at Dig now. Okay, so I probably am going to teach Dig to War Turtle, and of course Bubble Beam as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of Tackle. I'm used to not being able to use dig. Because Bulbasaur can't learn it, you know, or Ivysaur or any of them. And Bubble Beam. Get rid of Bubble, because Bubble sucks. Oops, I got rid of Water Gun. Oh well, whatever. Bubble Beam's better anyway. Oops. Okay. Okay, I'm done singing. I got a full restore because you probably didn't see that I clicked on it fast enough so where it wouldn't play the jingle. I remember just messing around as a kid and finding that out. A lot of people don't know there's a full restore there. Burner. Okay. Let's see. 3 potions. There's another long-range trainer on this route. Pidgey. Picture. And another Pidgey. Alright. Switch Pokemon. Oops, not stats. Oh, that's a weird ID number. I haven't even looked at my ID number. 11992. Interesting number. It's got the date 1990, the year 1992 in there. The year my sister was born. Okay, take on this trainer. I know it would be faster if I don't heal my Pokemon in this Pokemon Center, but just to get back to Cerulean City, but whatever. Oh, but it's faster. Eradicate is fast, though. Alright. I didn't start it. Learn Familiar. 6 weeks of Pokemon. That's what I say. Alright, so let's get the old rod. Simply love fishing. So, now I can get a Magikarp. So now I can get super potions. I just realized I have Great Balls. But Pokeballs actually do better in this generation due to how the fucking due to the programming. Excuse my language. I'm gonna get a Diglett now. Need a Pokemon that knows dig. I mean, I have my War Turtle, but it's also weak to electric types. So. You could also get a Doug Trio here too. But switch it to Screw because I won't do any damage. And I know it knows dig now. Got the Diglett, let's go. Alright. Diggity dig, that's what I would say. Alright, so we got 18 Pokemon now. 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is how far I've made it so far. So I do want to get the Diglett out. That's how you go in the box now. Alright, let me heal the Diglett. Now we get on to the SS and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 Pokemon. I also do want to get the bike. Yes, I'll listen to you. So in my challenge video, I got confused and for some reason I thought you had to go back to Cerulean to get this voucher, but you don't. Also, it plays that sound effect in Yellow Fruit. When you get the nugget from the rocket. I hear it plays. So it plays a different sound effect. Welcome to the SSN. You gotta flash me your ticket so you get on. There's some disturbing trainers on this boat. You can also reboard the SSN as well. Glitches. Need to get body slam. Check out what I fished up. Wrong Pokemon up front. I'll just dig. Tentalame is more like it. That's what I always name it. I name it Tentalame. Dang it. I guess that's what I get for calling it Tentalame, huh? Okay. Thunder shot. I love that sound effect, the acid sound effect. If you want to dance. Goldine, Goldine. You're all out. Too bad. Competing against him keeps me youthful. That's right, he's got the Pikachu. I miss. Oh, nice. Good fight. Oh, I feel young again. That's Max, you think? That's fine, I can use that. Oh, I know where Body Slam's at. It's not down here. It's in one of the first cabins. Duh. There's like a room with the 2 trainers and 1 NPC. Not this room. Also, as I said earlier in the stream, you cannot heal your Pokemon on the SSN in this game. I love Pokemon. Do you? Kid, if I didn't like Pokemon, I wouldn't be playing the game. Urine looks so serious. Like, yeah. He looks like he's been offended by something like... I don't know. Wow, you're great! I'm gonna put Diglett up front. So we got Body Slam. I'm gonna teach that to Wartortle. Gotta get rid of Tail. Oh. Well, never mind, Diglett knows it. I forgot I had Diglett up front. Oh well. I'll use it in my party. I usually use Dugtrio anyway, so. Meow, 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 meow. Sometimes I sing like a cat, but whatever. So I'm gonna try to get through this fast, so I can defeat Lieutenant Surge. I always go in this corner, save it right there. Don't ask me why I've always done this. So he's gonna have his Pidgeotto up first. Let's go ahead and get cut. Come on, Shadow. I found you, faker. Oh boy. Sorry, Pikachu. You did well. Oh, come on! Of course, now you use it. Butts. Let's dig it. Ow! Diggity dig. Jeez. What? Quick attack. Nice. Got a critical hit. Abracadabra, abracadabra. Ha, you can't teleport in a dream, though. Nice try, buddy. Well, you got an Ivysaur. What, being partially a poison type take is super effective. But yikes. Oh, Diglett. You fought well. Now rest. I hate to do that to Ivysaur, but it is what it is. Yes. Also, this is going to be another weird sound effect that they fixed in Hill. Listen. Poof. I think I might have made a video of that too. I like that though. That's nice. It literally goes poof. So I think it might be just a glitch that they messed up in yellow. Or something they messed up in yellow, I should say. Also, it'll be faster if we talk to the trash can. Yuck, shouldn't have looked. Rub, rub, rub his back. Usually, you can do that and it skips the jingle, but... Alright. Teaching the Bellsprout, because the other Pokemon in my party can learn it. Get a poison powder. Bellsprout when cut. I can't say it that fast. Well, time to leave the boat. And it'll say that it's sailing away. But you can always reboard it later. Doing little tricks. Like I said, I know for a fact where certain trainers in Pokemon Tower can give you Missingno, allow you to encounter Missingno with the trainer escape glitch, so I'm just gonna do that. It's funny, when you glitch out the sound driver, it really loves to play that boat sound effect. It's funny. Meow, 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 meow. Of course, if this was yellow version, this is where you get Squirtle. Bellsprout hacked away with cut. Now there is a way to get through this pretty quickly. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Now so let me Diglett up front. Nope, just trash. Nope, trash. There's a way to manipulate this, I know that. So usually... Oh, no, it's bottom left. I did it right when I did the chop challenge. Okay, let me leave and come back and see if I can get this. But your puzzle sucks, dude. Yeah, usually, like... Yeah, I got it the first time. Let's see. Nope. Nope, there's only trash here. Lieutenant Surge. Oh, butts. Yeah, I got it the first... I got it pretty quickly in my challenge video. I know there's a way to manipulate this, too. Forgot I did it. The Amazing Man glitch. That's another oversight. Oh, dang it! This puzzle's stupid. It's so random. Like I said, I know there's a way to manipulate this, but I don't know it. Dang this trash can puzzle. Alright, I'm gonna leave and come back. Oh, only trash here. There we go. Sometimes it's that simple. Alright, let's take on Lieutenant Surge now. I used to call him Little Tit Surge. Yeah. Angry Voltorb noises. I don't know. Sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom. There we go. Da, 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 da. Pikachu. The electric mouse Pokemon. Use X speed, that's fine. And here comes Raichu. Raichu. Use X speed. Doesn't affect Diglett. So easy. Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge is defeated. Whoa, you're a real deal, kid. And then we get Thunderbolt. So I will teach that to Pikachu. Yes, I will teach that to electric Pokemon. Thank you very much. So I will teach that to Pikachu. Growl. Da, 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 da. We got 3 badges now, so one step closer to getting Fly. And like I said, I can use, you know, Teleport. I just don't remember what trainers give you what Pokemon. Other than Mew, I remember that. So now I gotta make the trip back up to Cerulean because I decided not to, or I decided to heal here in Vermilion. And I know you can get Meowth on this route, but I'm not gonna really bother. So wait. I do want to get the bike. Because I know you can get on Cycling Road without a bike, but I don't feel like dealing with that either, so... I can never get that glitch to work, I just don't do it right. This is all it is. And you can get Meowth on this route as well, but I don't feel like getting it, like I said. I really should change the title of this live stream, because I'm not doing this fast enough. I'm sure I could have more by now. Alright, so we got the bike, because I'm not playing this on an emulator, I'm playing this on a Super Game Boy. So on actual hardware, so that's why it's slow. Put the bike up front, that's usually what I do. And I'll put the rare candy. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now this trainer coming up, she's got grass type Pokemon, unfortunately. And I unfortunately do not have things counter that great. Counter grass type Pokemon that great yet. Sorry, let's put Bellsprout up front. So let's save it. And usually I would train one of my flying type Pokemon, but I just didn't do that this time. But yeah, unfortunately she's got a bunch of grass type Pokemon. Totally spam rat. I'll use Kite. It does a little bit of damage. Speed tie. Rap is so broken in this generation. Doesn't have a lot of attack. But... Oh, finally! Finally, we're doing more than just 2. Oh, but we only did 3. Should try to level up Spiro. See how broken this is? Cool. Bellsprout versus Bellsprout. Oh, butts. And now it's using rap against me. I really should have grinded and had one of my flying type Pokemon be at a decent level right now. But I totally messed that up. Jeez, okay, this is unfair. My reps are never goes on for that long. Oh, look at it. Oh, come on. Mine only lasted 2 turns. That's not fair. Oh, butts. I don't know what to do. Really don't have anything against grass type Pokemon right now. Although I could use Dig. Unfortunately, I went with Rap, so it's gonna take a bit. Oh, come on! My Rap, seriously, my Raps never last that long. Unfair. Totally unfair. Stupid RNG. Take that. Oddish. Because all the grass type Pokemon in the game, except for Tangela, are part poison, but Diglett fainted. So Dig is super effective against him. And Bellsprout. Burner. There. Aw. It survived with 1 hit point. But it used Rap. You think it would have used Fine Whip or something. Whatever. I'll use Bite. There we go, defeated her. But our poor Diglett fainted. But I mean, I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, you know what? I need to get Repels. So I know I'll be missing out on some Pokemon in the cave. But honestly, it'd be better just to use Repels, just to get through. Because like I said, I know for a fact what trainers I need to take on in order to get Messino to appear, and that'll make this a lot quicker. So I'm gonna buy 10 of these. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and also heal my Pokemon before I continue. Because I might accidentally run into some trainers. I think the trainers are pretty easy to get away from, like to avoid. I think there might be one more mandatory trainer I need to take on if I remember correctly. But yeah, like I said, the Chandlers in Pokemon Tower will make Messino appear. So I remember messing around with Messino glitch, with this trainer escape glitch in yellow version. Also, I don't need to go through the house, it'll take too long. So I'll use cut here. I know there are some mandatory trainers in Rock Tunnel. That's fine. Also, that's the TM for Teleport, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, here's the other mandatory trainer who is a bug catcher, I think. I'm gonna put Spiro up front because it needs to go up some levels. And plus, once I run into Mistingo, I can use her candies. Because, yeah, I'm going to use that. Just, I'll make it quicker. eBay, Caterpie, level 20. Jeez. He'll switch Pokemon. Our Sparrow's only at level 8. He's bolting. Weedle. I could use Dig, but whatever. I also forgot to turn off animations. Finnenet. Finnenet. Still believe the theory that Finnenet was supposed to evolve into Butterfree, but then they changed it at the last minute. Design-wise, it looks like it would. My bugs. Alright. That's the only other mandatory trainer. I will go to this Pokemon Center to heal. Just cause, you know. Okay. Pokemon. Alright. There are a few mandatory trainers in here. I remember in my challenge, I kept running into an issue. I kept getting defeated by this trainer, this Poke-Nerd with the, Pokemaniac with the, Slowpoke and Cubone. Oh, I need to switch Pokemon, actually. Alright, Sparrow, sorry, you can't be up front. I can't remember if he's got Slowpoke first. Oh, well, we'll see it. Pokemon fight, ready, go! Pokemaniac. Yeah, he's got a Cubone, okay. Much easier. And then he's got a Slowpoke. Okay. I'll use Pikachu. Cause it knows confusion. Also, they changed this animation from the Japanese version. They slowed it down. It's a lot faster. I also have that on my channel too if you want to check that out. Because in Japanese, red and green, the animation plays faster. And Pikachu grew at level 19. I do have a copy of green version, and it's legit. Game over. This one, I think he has just a... Actually, I think he just has a Slowpoke. I drop Pokemon when I get home. I am not a good artist. I don't drop Pokemon when I get home. Oh yeah, he's the one that's a Slowpoke. I'll just use Dig. Nah, we'll switch. It's a Pikachu. Go Pikachu. Do it, Pikachu. Just do it. Just Thunderbolt. And then the next turn, she's gonna have Grass type. She's got Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and I want to say Pidgey. Ah. Oh. I'm exhausted. Dude. sounds like Tim Allen. I can't do this sound effect. I just can't. I go that. Oh yeah, she's got Oddish and Bulbasaur. Sleep powder. Bulbasaur. Almost threw that one hit. Use Growl, okay. Use Body Slam. Okay, there's one more mandatory trainer. He's at the end. Okay, give me a repel. Da -da -da -da. There are some trainers in here. Oh wait, there's two more mandatory trainers. Ah, Repel's effect wore off quick. Yeah, there's a hiker and then there is a last or a junior trainer. Alright, what Pokemon? Okay, War Turtle. That's fine. This is the guy that has the exploding Graveler. Can you beat my power? He's usually pain in the butt for people that do challenges, you know, solo challenges. Depends on the Pokemon you're using, though. But let's use Bubble Beat. But I'm not doing a solo challenge, so and I got a War Turtle at level 25. But I'm gonna switch into Bellsprout so I can get some experience as well. Bellsprout. Good job, Bellsprout. So wait, I usually don't use this party whenever I play just casually. I start with Bulbasaur. Nice. And I got a quick hit. And Bellsprout is level 18. Yes, I will teach it sleep powder. Get rid of Rab. Oops, out muscled. Alright, so I took down the the exploding hiker. There's one more trainer we gotta take on before we can leave. I know she's got a Meowth and she's got Pidgey, and I want to say she's got an Oddish. I can't remember if she's got two Oddish or two Pidgeys or what. I know she's got a Meowth. Meowth is first, which we need to catch a Meowth. I'll just use Dig again. Aw, man, it's faster. Thankfully, that didn't make me flinch. Stick can make, or Bite can make the opponent flinch. Oddish. And then Pidgey. Anish. Oddish looks so happy. Doesn't know it's about to be trampled. Or maybe not yet. Ah, but not Sleep Powder. Sleep is so broken in Gen 1. Oh, well that's good, but you don't get the attack on the first turn you wake up, so... Oh, jeez. Aw, Diglet's poison. Yep, Pidgey. And now listen. I love that. I know they fixed that in yellow version though. I'll use Thunderbolt. I named it, I dubbed it as Seizure Attack whenever I uploaded that video years ago. But our poor boy Diglett is poisoned, so I'm gonna use the antidote on it so it doesn't faint. And we don't see the flashing lights. That's annoying. Also, the amount of people that play these old Game Boy Pokemon games, and their Pokemon's poisoned and they see the flashing thing and they think that their game's broken is astounding. Alright, so here I need to go get Fly. So we're gonna go to Celadon. We're gonna get Fly. We're gonna teach it to the Spearow. And then I can finally start running into Vicino, getting a bunch of rare candies, so then I can just use them to level up my Pokemon. Because like I said, I want to do this as fast as I possibly can, so that means I'm going to utilize what glitches I can use. So I'm not going to use Ace. If I did Ace, I would have already been done with the live stream. That would have been boring, in my opinion. So, we're going to do it the way that I know. Because I don't know how to set up Ace myself. I would have to learn that. But, no, this is the way I would do it if I was a kid. Because I knew about the trainer escape glitch as a kid. And I remember messing around with it when I was a teenager. So then that way I can also have Pokemon at really high levels. I can evolve my Pokemon quicker. I'm also probably, I don't know if I'm going to try to remove trainer, or remove Snorlax glitch, because I know I posted a video about that on my channel years ago. And I can do that, but I don't want to do that. Because honestly, it's been a while since I did that glitch, so I don't remember the steps, and I don't want to go looking at my channel and look up the video. We got that guy we can escape from. So we're gonna go to Celadon. We're gonna get ourselves Fly. Well, we need to go through Celadon to get to the lady that gives us Fly. So let's go ahead and do that. Da-da-da. We are in Celadon City. But yeah, so when I was a kid, I played yellow version for hours, didn't save my game. My Game Boy died right after I talked to the guy that gives you, that's right by the Eevee. You know, the Pokeball that has Eevee in it. So, that sucked. So I always thought it was the NPC that messed up my game, but no, it's just because I didn't save my game, and the Game Boy died on me, so. Alright, we got Fly. Let's go. I'll help us get through this challenge a little faster now. Ba-da-da-ba. Spearow will learn Fly. Just like Bellsprout will learn Cut. And eventually maybe Blastoise will learn Surf. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going out this. I can fly. Alright. So. I have a rare candy. I'm going to put a rare candy in the 6th slot. Find the candy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't want the dome fossil there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, I don't know why I'm here. Oh, duh, I gotta go escape. Escape? There's the escape room. Escape from the gambler. And this is like the most common route that people would do the trainer escape glitch on before we knew about the blackout glitch, like before Brock. And again, I could have made the challenge a little easier if I ended up doing that. If I did the glitch right then and there, because I could have had Pokemon at level 100. Oh, duh, it's right in front of the entrance. I don't know why I saved that there. That's why you always save it. I went too far, I didn't press the start button in time. Which is funny, I was thinking, I used to struggle with that, but I haven't done that in a while. There we go. So we'll fly to Lavender. We'll take on one of the... Oh, wait, we gotta take on a rival first, but I'll take on my rival and then take on the Chandler. Fight my rival. Fight my rival. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh. Oops. I'm just gonna reset the game. I forgot I gotta take on my rival first before I do that. Oops. And I forgot. I mean, I could have saved the game, you know, like talked to the PC, saved it, reset it, but oh well. So we're gonna fly back to Lavender. Oh, actually, you know what? I keep forgetting. I need to get a Pokédown. Oh, why did I fly to Vermilion? Dang it! I meant to fly back to Cerulean. Not Cerulean, Celadon. Jeez, I keep messing this up. Let me go buy a Pokédown. So then I can also get the Poké Flute pretty quickly too. I'm gonna skip the Celadon Rocket Hideout. So I get Poké Flute, and I can get to Fuchsia, and that's also where the route where Ditto's at. So let me take on my rival, defeat him, then I can do the glitch in order to get Massigno, get some rare candies. And I do need to get the Master Ball, because that'll make it a lot easier too, and quicker. So let me take on my rival. Can't believe I almost forgot to do that. Okay. I should have switched to Pikachu. Oh well. That's right, he's gonna have Gyarados now. The only time he does have Gyarados is if we pick Charmander. Because then he'll have Blastoise later on. But it's got a double weakness to Electric type move because it's water and flying, so. It sounds like a donkey. Some people pronounce it as Growlithe, but it's Growlithe. People really mispronounce Pokemon names. Abracadabra, abracadabra. She doesn't say Alakazam in the song, so... Good job, Diglett. Ivy's work. I miss these old cries. They sounded so much better, in my opinion. Could just be the nostalgia talking now. Boy. Or would you usually say it again? I'm already seated. That sounds wrong, you know. Sorry, Diglett. This Diglett would hate me if I can look at his friendship level that existed in this. Ha! Alright, so we beat my rival, so now we can get Missing No 2 up here. Let's go. So then I can get some rare candies. I can evolve my Pokemon by leveling up using rare candies. Then get some more Pokemon, add some more Pokedex. Though the only thing that does suck is I would have to use the glitches to get Ghastly up here. Also, I know I missed out on Cubone. What am I doing? Honestly, it's easier to do this rather than to fly to Celadon, because then you gotta go through the underground path to get to where the gambler's at. Okay. Fly to Lavender. Make sure I fly to Lavender and nowhere else, because it's gonna be a pain to get to if I fly anywhere else, because I can't pause the game now. Alright. Should be able to run into Missing No now. That's a bad Ghastly spray. It's just like dust particles. Oh, butts. Oh, come on, dude. No, no, don't you do this. Diglett, I should have healed, because Diglett fainted. War Turtle, you're stupid. Stupid War Turtle. Stop hitting yourself. Good. Jeez, War Turtle. What the heck? War Turtle. And I think it's gonna take me to Celadon because I healed there last, so I'll just have to. Oh no, no, it didn't. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yep. There we go. Missing No. My Hall of Fame data is now corrupted. 4, 5, 6. Oh, crazy, this guy attack. Alright, so now we got a bunch of rare candies. So this is gonna take a bit, but this is the easier way to evolve some of our Pokemon here. No, we're not teaching you withdraw. You're not gonna be a hermit this time. About to get a Blastoise. There we go. Heck yeah. I remember figuring out the Messina glitch, and then I didn't believe it at first. My cousin told me about it, and I really thought he was just pulling my leg. But nope. And it made the game super easy after that. And there we go. About to get another Pokemon. So now our Pokedex is at 20. Woo! 3 hours and 25 minutes. Oh boy. So, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna heal. And I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Tower so we can get the Pokeflute. That way I can get the Master Ball and duplicate that. And once I duplicate the Master Ball, I can catch any Pokemon I want. So it'll make it a lot easier. I do need to get down to Fuchsia, so I can get the Pokeflute, get down to Fuchsia. Be cursed with me, Qua. I don't know why you go Qua. A cat that kind of sounded like Blasters. It would be like meow meow meow. So I always think of him. But the Blastoise is supposed to be its own Pokemon too. There's supposed to be like a baby Blastoise. Awakening, I don't know why I picked that up. Oh, I totally forgot to use repels. Ghost appeared. Darn it, ghost can't be ID'd. There's also an oversight where if you look at your stats in battle, and you don't have the Sylph Scope, you can still see what Pokemon it is. You can't catch it though. Yeah, As well, there is a rare candy that I do need to pick up, and it's gonna split my rare candies in two. So I have like a stack of them right now, but when it does it, it'll split it. So you still have over 100 of them. I just put them in 2 item slots. Something fell out. It wasn't hair. No more room for items. Let's see now. For item slots. Got 99 rare candies there. And 19. So it splits it up. Because before it was stacked. So it takes up 2 item spaces, and it's not supposed to, but that's how that works. And we're gonna use an item. The polka dot, where are you? There we go. Ah. Goodbye, Mirror Whack. So we gotta take on these grunts, talk to Mr. Fuji to get the Poke Flute. I need to switch Pokemon. If for it. I do need to level up Pikachu. I didn't need a Thunderstone to evolve it, of course. But there's also, funny enough, there's an oversight where if you have your Pokemon that evolves with the stone in your party, and you take on a Pokemon that corresponds with the stone to evolve it, and it levels up in that battle, it will evolve. And you know what? I'm gonna use them on Napper. So we can get a Kadabra. Obviously, you would have to trade to get a Alakazam in normal means, but you can catch one. Jeez. So that's another one. No, sand attack. So now we got 22 Pokemon. It's been 3 hours and 33 minutes. I was hoping to do this all in one stream, but it is getting pretty late here. It's like going on 10 o'clock. I started my stream too late, I think. we got something. You can split right here again. But I got rid of the awakening. How rude. So, I wanted to do this all in one stream, but I might need to actually end my stream. Because it's getting so late. So I might have to split this up. So I'll just have to keep track of the time. So I'll at least get the Poke Flute, and then I'll probably end this stream. I should have streamed it earlier. This is definitely the longest I've streamed before. No rabbit. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, I'm gonna get the Puggy Flute and probably just end it, and then I'll continue it another time. Should have started live streaming earlier. You came to save me? Thank you, but I came here on my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Kibone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has vowed duty after life. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon house at the foot of this tower. I love this. Funny girl. Your Pokedex quest may fail without the love for your Pokemon. I think this may help your quest. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So, real life time. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. In game time, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now.